That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do the overlay of the drops. So I might grab that next time because I had it all loaded out. But Palix is going to be contesting R.E.A.L for the esports, and Palix opted to just let them have it. Give the young guns, the newcomers, a little bit of a freebie for that one, and they don't have to bother about it too much. But we have a little bit more than that happening over here. As Sharp, he is going to find the bike, and well, the rest of Swole is going to go ahead and get that US, which is very lucky for them. And now Spoon, he does have allies inside of the compound, and Swole, I think, should just get the heck on out of here because, yes, sir, it is just damage galore, and they should be farming this as Tyson does get some good damage, and that is easily going to be the first kill over to Rats as we see the circle pop, and this time it goes north of Pachinki.
Very nice protection there out of Tyson on his teammate. You know, we wanted to see a Mad Max there situation with the vehicle frag, but nope. He was there to protect his mate.
Well, that is exactly what you're looking for in a teammate. And Rats, oh, I'm going to bring up some PUBG history, and I'm so sorry for any Rats fans because the last time I remember them being on the world stage was when it was past 7. And I believe they needed 1 more point. And they were around right here. And it was a 4v3 or 4, I think. And it was like circle 8 or something like that. And legitimately, the rest of the other team, because they wanted Rats to not make it in to the group stages, they ran out into blue and didn't even attempt to win. They purposely threw the game just so that Rats couldn't advance to the group stages. It was the most toxic thing I've ever seen in my life. And it was
that
heartbreaking.
Had to be a memory. Oof.
Oh, dude, it hurts because like I remember Chun being on that team. It hurts, but it's also like, man, that is next level stuff. So mad respect to them, and I'm so sorry for any Rats fans because you might cry a little bit after remembering that history. But the thing about history is that you can go ahead and change it. Not really. That's not how that works. But you have the future that you can go ahead and try to correct. So, well, yeah, Rats, let's see what you can do.
It's almost like they have an opportunity here in this nice Rise event that we're all participating in and enjoying together to rewrite that history.
Rewrite.
If you will, Bart.
Yeah, that's a better term for it. I apologize. Thank you very much for helping me with my words. So, maybe they'll get some experience here, and next year and past they can go out and start dominating. But this is why we love stuff like this, man. Because NA did have prio, so most of NA teams, are going to be the prio here. So the rest of the teams are going to get secondary. But this is a great time for NA to prove their quality, to showcase, because SA, they have Smurfs Air League, they have a lot more community related events. And this is kind of the first time that we've had this since APL. And again, it's all been war. So massive shout out to him. And if you don't love war, well, you've probably been bolted in the head by him a couple of times because, the man's goated. So we'll see that next week. Don't worry about it, ladies and gents. But Dubby, he has to be careful because Zenny is going to use the AK, sit him down. And well, did not work out for Tilt Town and their Game 1 sorrows carry on into game number 2 is Savvy. He's still just kind of waiting, but he's taking shots and they know. Ooh, I was going to say Zenny, he might get a knock with a bolty, and he does. Well, Tilt Town.
Zenny really showing us here how to put that 7.62 ammunition to work between the AK frag and the Car9 there. Really nice shots for sure.
Well, now the rest of Tilt Town.
To see what Titska does here to push up and try to defend his teammate.
Yes, sir. But now it's going to be Flanker with a drive-by. He hits it, and actually that tree might have saved his life. As Glawi now he's he's all alone by himself, and he wants some friends. And so far his friends aren't going to be here for him. Yeah, so he's just going to say goodbye. It was a nice try, but well, that is going to be all Team Fate's points.
Yes, absolutely. Team Fate sending Tilt Town back to Tilt Town.
Where is Tilt Town? I'm gonna ask you that. Riddle me this. Where is Tilt Town? If you had to choose a Tilt Town on anywhere on R.E.A.L, where would Tilt Town be? I know exactly my answer.
Oh boy, Tilt Town probably Raw's Res Hill.
That's a fair shout. I was honestly gonna say Zarky. I feel like only like, you know, Mad Men would go
Okay.
Zarky. And it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. We haven't seen a lot of circles. I would love to have a Zarky circle. Oh my gosh. I've like just thinking about it. We haven't had a Zarky circle in ages. Like I've
That would be fun
seen
to see for
circles
sure.
like almost everywhere else, but yeah, I can't remember the last Zarky circle I've had. There have been a couple of like North Georgie field circles, but nah,
I
nothing.
gotta tell you
Nothing
the truth,
Zarky
Bart.
proper.
I can't remember the last time
Ooh, hello.
personally I even went to Zarky.
Honestly, same. I'm not even gonna lie. Same. It is. It's kind of a unique one, but shots ringing out, potentially dangerous. Well, Zyko is gonna go down. Gabri gonna go ahead and find Zyko, and well, they ended game 1 really well, but now they're continuing it in game number 2. And I am actually gonna fix something real quick, so apologies.
PD is definitely showing how to put the pressure on here with executing after their knocks. We've seen that in the last game. We're seeing it here in game 2.
There we go. All right, I fixed the thing that I needed to fix. Well, a frag grenade is going to pop in, but it is not even needed because Oni with the spray is going to go ahead and find SKZ and Resmi. Well, they're going to need some reses themselves if they want to get up. And right now, the rest of Resmi, they're just in school, and I have a feeling that this is the last time that we are going to see these fantastic players in this match, at least.
I have to agree with you there. As we've seen, PD really knows how to execute. Once they knock a target, they move in really quickly and efficiently.
Well, Rack 4, they have to be careful because there is a Q5 here. They are lurking, they are waiting, and they are hungry. They did not have a great game 1, at least not one that we would expect from them. The shots ring out, and Seifu unable to make any connections really, though. Let's be honest. So it seems like they're going to go ahead and get away. Antarctica, they got to watch out because they are there. And if I know my man Ding, he is going to be running a VSS and an MP5. Well, there's one VSS. Okay, never mind. There's just one VSS. I lied. But Rats, they went down. We're mimicking Rats. Whoa, okay. Not expecting that. But Lipovka is getting camped by Mimic.
Talk about Zarky. Why don't we pivot to Lippo?
Well, I have a feeling Mimic, they're just going to go ahead and collect that and then just dip on the heck out of here. Because now they know that the gig is up. And now Affinity, they have spotted out Rack, but they got to be careful. XD, he is confused. He doesn't know what to do, and he is trying his best to go ahead and escape this one. But it's going to be rough as Rack 4, they're just staring him down.
Yeah, that's for sure, Bart. I mean, I'm not going to finish the end of this sentence, but, you know, I think we all understand it when I say it was at that moment he knew.
That isn't fair enough, but Delar, he had a similar experience as he takes a lot of damage coming out from QZ. And, well, almost getting the knock, but not quite. And that finishing knock is very important. And XD, he did get rezzed. What a great... Ooh, Mayu, how you doing? Sorry, dude. When I see some names, I'm just like, oh man, I missed that person, you know? And it's good to see him again. So. Oh,
absolutely. It's definitely a really cool element to be, you know, on the casting side of things and being able to see some of your old friends and mates play. It's a very nice experience.
It is nice, but at the same time, a little bit infuriating. Sorry, I'm just adjusting some audio stuff, so I know that I missed a kill there, and I'm sorry. It's fine. Don't worry, guys. I can guarantee you that there will be lots of kills and a lot of blood and guts coming from this PUBG tournament. They're thirsty, they are hungry, and that is damage. And Karam, he is not going to go ahead and find the knock. But Victorious, so they are going to go ahead and get crashed on. That is 2 of them. Sneak with the Panther. He's shooting it in. Shakuch goes down. Karam goes down as well. And now a 2v3. And the nades, bullets, lead flying. And Trimble, he is doing so good. And Seifu is now the last one alive. He is going to go ahead and run in, and that frag is good, but it doesn't matter. Kaboom goes down to Seifu's mad dash inside his boundary, trying to pick up some kills themselves in the distance. And Seifu, it doesn't matter if he goes down because he is looking to go ahead and try to get at least 1 kill point, and he does so indeed. And now we do have a north. Ooh, okay, that circle is not quite what I was expecting, but I do enjoy it. As now it goes northeast of Georgia. We're probably going to see it over there, probably like south of Plains. Sounds like a good circle for us to have. In boundary, they are playing relatively safe. They're not taking any shots and not, Well, okay, sorry. They are taking shots, but they are not going to go ahead and press into this right now as Seifu is in full survival mode as Raising Cane's goes down and everywhere on the map. This is what I love about these tournaments, guys. You don't have any of the, everyone knows what they're doing, and PD is coming in. It is so chaotic. I love it. Let's go.
PD coming in here at this time is going to give Seifu the opportunity here to potentially pull something out. It would be very interesting to see here if he even gets in that Bugatti.
Well, I don't know if he's able to because PD are just locking everything down. Boundary still just watching, potentially dangerous as well. Rack 4, they're holding one of the circles is now Resmi. They lost 2 members. They looks like, ooh, they got 2 of Antarctic Fox. And, well, you have Tempest, and they lost Raising Canes. And so far, it's not actually flushed out. Glawi, I don't think he got the reses off, so again, he shouldn't see them back. So I'm going back to this fight because I think that's the most logical fight to still occur next. And Seifu, he's actually dipping out of here. Sorry.
No. I quite disappointed to see our chicken friend go down there in the previous fight. Nothing like good Raising Canes. I'm a big fan.
Dude, I haven't had Raising Canes in ages.
It's big out here. I reside in Vegas, and we've got them all over, and I love their food. Good stuff.
Their toast, I've heard their toast is pretty good. Is it?
It is. It's a weird add-on with chicken, but hey.
I feel like it makes sense, the whole like Texas toast vibe. And I don't know why, but I'm just following Seifu right now. But no one's here, so he should be able to get the reses off. I'm quicker than Seifu in a car. I'm just built different. Guys.
I was curious, Bart, if we were going to see Seifu with that push from PD earlier, in that 3-way up encounter to see if he would get out on the Bugatti. And it looks like he did just that.
Yes, sir. Well, if I recall correctly, I believe that the new update has it so it's 5 seconds per blue chip. So I believe Seifu has gotten 2 of them back.
That is 100% correct.
Okay.
Yes, each chip adds 5 seconds to each res.
I'm so sorry. I feel so out of the loop. I have not been able to play because of work, and it makes me so sad. So if I missed a couple of things, guys, please just know it's not because I don't love the game. It's because I've been torn away from y'all. I miss casting scrims. It's so much fun. Oh, okay, a Pepsi Circle. Not what I was expecting, but ladies and gents, this is going to be a fun one because we have a team that is maybe not as well known as potentially Dangerous or Tempest or anyone like that, as we have the young Stunna boys. And now Resmi, they have to be careful because they're getting shot at, and one of them is going to go in and get downed by Blue Narco, he's going to go ahead and find the flush. Please don't lose this flush. Okay. If it went down to Blue, that would have been poetic, but still.
Narco with some really good 4x shots there out of the SLR.
Well, I would have been impressed if he had hit those shots, but unfortunately for him, he did not. So, taking shots over at the last remaining member of Resmi is Victorious, also getting their boy back in, and now PD, they are going up on to what we they're going on to a really important compound. And why does it not click? Okay, well, it doesn't matter because, well, Mimic, they're gonna go ahead and lose. One is Swole Gang getting pushed on. I think it's a 3v3 right now, but Kodak, wait, Kodak's the only one that's here. Is it just the 2 of them? There's no way. It is. Oh, never mind. It's Kodak versus the 3 of Mimic, and well, valiant attempt, but sir, I feel that there was no other way it was gonna go.
Got to agree. Mimic showing how to push up that hill there on that downward decolation. Great performance.
Seifu. Okay. He comes in and he gets 2 of them. He doesn't get 3, and that is a lot of players down. But Boundary going to go ahead and find 1, and this is just chaos, carnage, and everything in between on this southeast side.
Seifu, definitely a one to watch. I mean, he's been by himself now for at least, I want to say, 3 to 4 minutes, and he's still pulling it out for his team.
Well, he did get Sneak back, but I think Sneak died immediately. Wait, no, Sneak is still... Wait, where's Sneak? Am I going crazy? Oh, Sneak... Oh, huh. Well, Seifu's alone. Let's just go there. But Team Antarctica, they're going to go ahead and try to get into Ice Cream as well. Affinity, they are trying to play it edge, and they are trying to find Mimic and take them down as the next challenge for them. And it seems that... I was about to say duel because I saw the team tag, but it is not. It is Mimic, and they're going to go ahead and try to get the heck out of here. But the shots, do they ring out so far? And, well, you need to guarantee yourself a knock right here, Mayu. He misses. Oh, no! Well, that is heartache, heartbreak, and, well, Mimic now know exactly what is behind them, and I feel like they might want to start and fight this because they are probably greedy, but Team Antarctica, this is a team that I am keeping my eyes on because I got friends on here, but Waloo, he's going to go ahead and find Ding, maybe cast a curse right there, and, well, the two of them, they're stuck inside the houses, and they're just waiting. And unfortunately, I feel like Ding is he's dead. There's no way that they can really get Ding. And now it does go south. That's exactly what we were expecting. Potentially Dangerous is going to have an absolutely beautiful position for this one. Infinity now trying to make their way inside the safe zone. As Mimic also trying to figure out their next to play. And honestly, Antarctica, I feel like they should just back off.
I have to agree, and I want to just go to Affinity for just a moment, Bard, and say that we've seen at least 2, potentially 3 situations where they've been granted the opportunity to really capitalize, no pun intended there,
I was going to say.
That they found themselves in, but sadly they have not been able to execute. We'll have to see what they do here on this this transfer into Phase 5.
Well, potentially Dangerous. They take Everest, and it was, again, it was open for Antarctica. They could have had it. They were on it for a while. I've been watching them, but instead, they've just stayed for too long, trying to get a little bit too aggressive, maybe.
Looks like you called it on Ding. He unfortunately goes down to the frag from Trimble there.
Well, potentially Dangerous. This is what I was kind of expecting, and now, well, they're just going to gatekeep everyone, and even though Antarctica, they might find a knock, they might find a couple of damages, maybe even a couple of kills, but I feel like it's not going to work out too well for them. As Blaze, he's getting shot from Ice Cream, and now everyone knows. But Antarctica, they gave up their position. They gave up their kills. It seems like they may be giving up their lives as well. Guru and True are the last 2 alive. They're trying to find anything to call home. And on the bridge, we see Rack4 go ahead and get 1 killed. Resmi is finally eliminated by Raising Cane's itself. He is back in the lobby just as he won, obviously. As Seifu, he is going to go down to PT, and I'm trying to keep up with everything, but it is actually legitimately impossible to do so. As you see young Stunner Boys now getting into a fight with Team Fate.
This amount of action going on, we are in no shortage of quality content, y'all.
Fate now trying to find something. They're trying to get a knock. That's a good cook from the nade. It goes a little bit too
underhand.
Ooh, careful though. DJ, he's gonna go around. He's gonna get taken down, and Kwanda, he's gonna jump down, and Zenny doesn't even go for him. Wait, what? Oh, he jumped down into a molly. Okay, never mind. Or he got the molly onto it. So young Stunner Boys go down.
Yes, the preemptive molly out of Zenny there showed him how to not motion from that particular location. Great throw there. Great throw of utility.
Well, Fate Timfy got shot out of the car, which is why we see a lone UAZ just flying on by as Antarctic Fox. They have 1 team member coming down, and this is absolute madness. Guru, he is trying to find out what he can. He spots out Devil Vibes. Devil Vibes on just 1 HP. Tony's going to go down to XD, and Dad Buff from behind could knock 1, but instead he doesn't. As everyone, there's still 12 teams alive. There's 27 people. What is going on?
This is madness. And can someone please explain to me how Affinity went from where they were so north all the way to
beautiful
the hill?
nade. Beautiful nade. Well, Tempest go down. Zenny was the one who found him. And Affinity, yeah, like you were saying, I don't know how, but Taste2, he's naked and he is very afraid.
That's one thing, boy. You don't want to be naked and afraid.
No, sir, you do not. But unfortunately, I don't see any other way for him to be. His Guru is the last one alive on Antarctica. He has 2 stuns left. Ooh, okay, never mind. They added that. Okay, well, that's great. But he goes down. Is now, as I said, that they changed a lot of things about Observer. They actually put in all the util in there, which I'm so happy to see. My ADHD brain is just going absolutely wild on this one. So Zenny, he's taking some shots. He's not going to go ahead and find a knock as Mayu takes some shots over at PD. But PD is throwing util, throwing lead, everything they have in the back as much as they can, trying to take him down. Is Zelodi. He's trying to find some way of aggressing, but Trimble, the last one alive, is victorious. And Flax, well, Flax with a nice nade is going to find him and get him down. PD taking some damage. And Taste2, it is still going to him, and unfortunately, sir, I'm not looking at you just yet. As well, Tiltown, apparently they still have one up in Kalali, as they were the ones who went down to 1 in, what was it, 10 minutes? But Gabri with the spray going to go ahead and find Mayu, and unfortunately, I think that he is no longer for this lobby. And Taste
Yeah,
to
PD showing how to control the upper portion of this defilation here. It'll be really interesting to see if Affinity can do much with this.
Well, unfortunately, I think it's just it's just a Ludi. So unless he gets, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, there we go.
Not even mad at that one. Well, XQN, I'm pretty sure that Zenny's gonna go and just give himself over to blue. Says goodbye, cruel world, but now Boundary, they are the ones who are trying to take on Mimic next. And, well, Penry, he is the closest one to them. One fantastic nade could open up a world of hurt for Mimic. Zenny finally goes down and placement points now get that much more important for all these teams.
This frag grenade could really create a disturbance in the force for right here.
Nope.
Let's have a look. It's 2-bit to the left.
Well, now they know exactly that something's going on, and they are playing together as a team. This is clean comms. This is everyone working together. They do spot. You see him? Sharp. You see Penry.
He's on your right.
Oh, my God. All right. Well, Sharp is just better. He sits Penry down, and he does not give him the seat at the table, and Mimic up to 10 kills, and that is a beautiful, beautiful graphic, and I love it. Thank you very much, PUBG, for improving the observer stuff. It's very fun to watch. I do appreciate it.
Much easier to follow than what was available in the past, no doubt.
Yep. Well, Sneak, he is... Oh, okay. I just got to say something, man. I'm so sorry. I cast a curse at you, Sneak. Sneak, thank you very much for Twire. He bought the mount, and he's keeping it running. So even though this man may die, still kudos and respect on your name, sir. Really appreciate you. Well, Boundary Esports... Oh, they continue this fight on to Mimic, but Mimic is playing as a team, and Boundary... Well, they're not playing as a team, and that is a beautiful blue zone. It's going to force them to one side. IQ goes down to Gabri as PD continue on pushing and just dominating this entire lobby.
Yeah, PD is really, really, really showing us how to use position in the end game.
There's no way. All right, bet right now. Does Taste 2, does he make it top 2? Ooh, good shots, so. Quinn. Beautifully done. Well, Boundary now just down to Conf as he has nothing but a rock and a hard place to call home. And Anbu and the rest of Rack 4, they are trying to survive, but unfortunately, Gabri and Glock, there's no way they allow this to happen. Like, this is just easy kills for them. We've seen their quality time and time again, and well, Gabri takes one down. Now it's just Delar. He was left alive. He hears him. He hears the shots, and he knows that this is free as all heck. And PD, they are maintaining a masterclass here. And speaking of masterclasses, you have Mimic as they're on their way, but now potentially dangerous. They are the boss in this lobby. You guys got to play this one really well. You could go down to a beautiful spray, and no, well, Taste 2. There's no way. No way. No way. No way.
Can we just take a look at ATF? He is still there, naked as could be, alive as could be.
Oh my gosh. Well, unfortunately for him, I'm actually going to be looking at someone else right now as Flax goes down to just 1 HP. A Lynx doing so much damage, and actually there's a chance that's a good nade. Flax. Well, Quinn going to go down. Sharp is up top. He gets one trade as Oni just goes ahead in meds. Gabri, Flax, beautifully done by him. He doesn't have a ton of health left, and well, Sharp goes down as well. Well, PD
Flax is trying to keep it together here for Mimic. Gets the heal off in time. Quick reload. It's going to be interesting to see how he rotates here, whether he goes right or left.
I don't know if it's going to be much rotating, I'll be honest. I think it's just going to be trying to hold out PD as PD. It is 3 of them versus 4 solos. Make that 2 solos. Wait, 3? Yeah, 3 solos. I lied. There's no way. Does this man actually make it to second? Well,
this is
Boundary.
Quality.
Boundary and Tiltown, they're going to be fighting each other. The Hail Mary nade, I think it's a little bit too short. I lied. That was absolutely beautiful. Perfect. Well, Boundary Esports goes down. Tiltown, dude, we're seeing a trend in this. And both of these games...
with the absolute Kobe there to shut out that team. BDE, that is.
It was absolutely beautiful. But the first... Okay, this is really weird, but the first 2 teams in both Game 1 and Game 2 that went down to 1 player within like 10-15 minutes have made it into top... Well, last game it was 2, and this game so far it's 3, which is an insane stat that I never expected. And Taste 2, he is getting some loot. The man is so happy and says, Flax, I know you went down, but thank you very much for giving me something to work with. And there's no way that PD ever expect this man to be here. They feel like they've cleared out every single crevice, but they did not. And Chloe, well, he tries his best. And now, ladies and gents, it is true. Tae-Soo, he got second place. I don't care what happens. He got second place, and that is all that matters to me. Well, Glock knows exactly where he is, and Tae-Soo, can he beat him in a 1v1? Well, he does not, and potentially dangerous for the second game in a row. Take the dinner.
Well, look at that. In terms of match statistics, PD really showing dominance tonight through game number 2. 14 kills, 2,600 damage, and 18 assists. Really great performance.
Really well done. I believe the first game was 13 kills, second game was 14 kills, so that's 20. So that's 47 points over 2 games. That is really good numbers, but let's see if they can maintain their average, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of these teams, they don't want to let this keep going. But ladies and gents, that is all that we are going to have for R.E.A.L